All right, let's dive into a really powerful system called lean production. The goal here is pretty simple, actually. It's all about helping you, your team, or even your whole company get rid of all that hidden waste that's slowing you down. So let me just start with a question for you. What if your team could achieve more by doing less? I know. It sounds totally backward, right? But that is the central promise of the whole lean philosophy. To really get lean, first, we've got to identify the enemy. And that enemy is hidden waste. Now, I'm not just talking about, an overflowing trash can. We're talking about all the wasted time, wasted effort, and wasted resources that just seem to creep into pretty much every single thing we do. And the core idea here is incredibly simple. Waste is anything that doesn't actually add value for the person at the end of the line, the customer. Just think about making your coffee in the morning. The time you spend digging through the cupboard for a clean mug, or just standing there waiting for the water to boil, that's waste. And that exact same principle applies on a massive scale, whether you're building a car or developing new software. So, if waste is the enemy, what's our weapon? Well, that brings us to the solution, lean production. And listen, this is not just some corporate buzzword. It's a really powerful systematic way of thinking that was born out of the amazing Toyota production system. At its heart, lean production is kind of like a systematic hunt. Its whole mission is to find and destroy the waste we just talked about. It's all about maximizing the value you deliver by producing top-quality results with the absolute fewest resources possible. We're talking less time, fewer materials, and less effort. And this whole philosophy really rests on three main pillars. First, you've got maximizing efficiency. Makes sense. Second, there's this commitment to continuous improvement, this idea that things can always be made better. And third, and this one is absolutely crucial, is a deep respect for people. See, lean trusts that the people actually doing the work are the real experts. They're the ones who know how to improve it, and lean empowers them to solve problems right then and there. Okay, so if you're going to defeat waste, you first have to be able to spot it. You've got to know what it looks like. The pioneers of lean actually gave it a name, muda, which is the Japanese word for waste, and they broke it down into 7 specific types. This right here, this is basically the official checklist for spotting inefficiency. And it covers the whole shebang, from making too much of something you don't need yet to something as simple as a worker having to walk all the way across a factory just for a single tool. Each one of these is a hidden cost that ties up money, slows things down, and ultimately adds zero value for the customer. All right, so now we know what the enemy looks like. Let's get into the good stuff, the lean toolkit for actually fighting it. Now, one of the biggest mental shifts here is moving from just in case to just in time. So instead of stockpiling a bunch of inventory that costs money to store and takes up space, think of it like a master chef in a kitchen. The fresh ingredients are delivered exactly when they're needed for a specific recipe. No wasted food, no big storage costs. It's brilliant. And the company that absolutely mastered this system, becoming the global benchmark for efficiency, you guessed it, Toyota. They're the ones who pioneered the whole system that we now call lean. So here's how they actually put it into practice in the real world. With just in time, car parts arrive on the assembly line precisely when they're needed, not a minute sooner. And they use these clever visual systems like Kanban to manage the workflow, making sure the entire operation runs like a perfectly tuned machine. Okay, so we've looked at the problem, the solution, and the toolkit. But what's the bottom line? What's the actual payoff for focusing so much on getting rid of waste? Well, the benefits are huge, and what's cool is they all feed each other. When you eliminate waste, you naturally slash costs, right? You're not paying for extra storage or fixing mistakes. Then quality shoots up because the process is so streamlined and problems get caught way earlier. And what happens when you deliver a better product faster and at a lower cost? You get the thing that matters most, really, really happy customers. And get this, this isn't just for making cars anymore. The lean philosophy has been so wildly effective that it's been adopted all over the world in tons of different industries. Hospitals use it to improve patient flow. Software companies use it to write better code. Logistics firms use it to streamline their supply chains. I mean, it is incredibly versatile. So, I'll leave you with one final thought to chew on. Now that you know how to spot muda, where is the hidden waste in your daily routine? I bet if you start looking, you'll be pretty surprised by what you find.